A very good morning to all the students of class 12th political science. And students, you know it very well. We were doing the fifth chapter of your book, that is Parties and Party System in India. But this name is according to the new revised syllabus given by the CBSE. And as in this topic, parties and party system in India, we have merged topics from chapter number 2 and chapter number 5 from your old book. So we have tried to merge and form some important and good content for you so that we can cover this entire topic with the topics which I have written here. We will be covering these topics with the help of the old book as well, but I shall be providing you the notes here. But before we forward and with this particular chapter, I would like to remind you some important instructions regarding COVID-19. As you know, recently you have seen there is so much of rush in the market. This is a festive season, lots of weddings, so you can see the rush everywhere. So, and in this rush, you can see people have started neglecting the important instructions which they should follow against or to fight this COVID-19 virus. But people were very much serious for the last 5 or 6 months. But recently, I can see, and you can also see the differences here. Even people are not wearing masks properly. So forget about the other important instructions like maintaining social distancing and all. So here it is very important for us, for me also, and for you also, that we should keep in mind certain important instructions. And these instructions are not only for you as a teacher, but it is also for me, for you, and you need to make our other people aware, like your parents, your family, your neighbors, any people who are close by you. Okay, so we need to wear mask properly. First of all, you know how people are wearing mask, you need to cover your nose and mouth properly, so it says very must. And social distancing, now we also call it as physical distancing, and there should be a gap of around 6 feet from the other people. Okay, so maintain proper social distancing. Also keep washing your hands whenever you are coming from the market or outside, or you're eating something. Wash your hands properly with soap, water for at least 20 to 30 seconds. It means you have to wash them properly. And do not touch your eyes, mouth, or we can say nose with your dirty hands when you have come from outside. Before you need to wash your hands, because this virus can spread like this. Okay, and also a few things that you don't have to touch your face. As I've told you, do not share your food and drinks with other people. You don't have to share any eatables with anyone. In fact, I would suggest you not to go outside, not to eat any eatables from outside, as you all are very fond of, I know that. But still you need to control your diet, and you should try and just focus on the food which you is available at your home. Okay, so here, this is the purpose of these instructions, to remind you that these instructions are very important to follow. COVID-19 is not over yet. This virus is still prevalent in our environment, and we need to be very careful, and we need to spread the awareness. As I am informing you certain in these instructions, I shall be implementing with me, with my family, my friends. Same you have to do with your friends and family. Okay, so follow these instructions, and with this we'll move forward with our topic, that is parties and party system in India. So here, starting with the short revision, first of all, we had it started its topic, parties and party system in India, and in this I told you that we are going to study these important topics, and these are some vast topics, I would must tell you. First of all, in the introduction part, we'll try and understand parties and party system, which we had done in the first lecture already. But today we shall be discussing about national parties and state parties. We shall be seeing which are the national important parties and which are the important state parties. Although we had discussed about what do we mean by parties and what is a party system, the functions of the party. Okay, so last we were doing party system in India, and under that we will be studying today national parties and state parties. Then I told you we will be doing Congress system, then bi-party system, multi-party system, coalition. So these are some of the very important topics if we are relating it to with the second book of your syllabus, and we will be taking it one by one and in detail. So today I will only be discussing about the national parties of India and state parties. And okay, then we had discussed, as I told you, political party. I had told you the meaning, and I had also told you the important components of political party. Then we had seen some important functions of political parties. These were some of the important functions of any political party. Then we had studied about party system in India. In this, some of the important things I would like to remember and remind you that India has a multi-party system. As you know, India has a huge diversity. So have people have different aspirations, different desires, different social groups, different classes. So that is why this is the reason we are having a multi-party system here. Where political parties are classified, so we here have classified, we have made some system of classification where we classify these parties as few are national parties, state parties, or regional parties. Okay, so I also told you the importance and role of election commission for this party system in India. So here election commission is very important, we had discussed that. Then the important thing which I had told you is that this election commission has recently registered with total number of parties in India are around 2598, 2598, and out of these 2598, 8 national parties, we are having only 8 national parties and 52 state parties, and rest 2538 are the unrecognized parties or the small parties which are not under the category of national or state, at the local level we can say. Okay, so the today's topic is national party, and this is the part second of this chapter. Okay, so we are starting that, and we are studying it under party system in India, in which I told you there are 2598 total political parties, 8 are national parties and 52 are state parties. So let us see which are the important 8 national parties. So before I start a national party, let me show you those political parties first of all. So you need to always keep in mind these are the important 8 political parties of India which are called national parties. If anyone asks you, you have to tell there are 8 national parties like Congress, BJP, NCP. Okay, this is Trinamool Congress, CPI, 2 parties, CPI-M and CPI. This is CPI Marxist. Okay, and Bahujan Samaj Party, and this is a listed other party, NPP from Meghalaya. So we will be taking short details, short information about all the 8 parties. At least you should know the logos and name of these parties. Okay, I shall be assigning you the assignment relating to these diagrams and these symbols also. And as I have told you, these symbols are provided by election commission to these parties. And let's see what is the criteria for any political party to be eligible as a national party. Why every party is not called a national party, we'll try and understand all this, that only why only these 8 are called national party. So I hope you have seen them properly here. So I'm starting here, see national party, this is a part 2. So first of all, let me see. A party has to live up to at least one of the following qualification to be recognized as a national party. If any party has to be recognized as a national party, if I'm forming any political party and I want that party should be recognized and known as the national party at the central level, so there are few qualifications or few categories we can say, or classifications through which a party can be called a national party. Let's see what are those terms and conditions for any political party to be known as the national party. Let's see. So they are saying here that we have 3 conditions. So any one condition has to be fulfilled by any of the political parties to be known as the national party. The first condition for any party is a party has to win a minimum of 2% of the seats in the Lok Sabha from at least 3 different states. If any political party wins 2% of seats in the Lok Sabha election for the central government, at least, but that 2% seats, these 2% seats should not be from only one state. It should be around at least from 3 states. If a particular political party wins 2% of seats in Lok Sabha, but those 2% seats are from at least 3 different states, it means that political party can be a national political party. This is a one condition. Let's see the second eligible condition for any party to be a national party. In general elections, the party must manage to win 6% of the votes and win at least 4 Lok Sabha seats as well. So it is very simple and you can read it and you can understand. In general elections, it means in the Lok Sabha elections again, a party must manage to win 6%. Here they have to win 6% of the votes, not seats. It means total number of votes which have been voted for the general election. Out of that, 6% should be the votes with that party, and win at least 4 Lok Sabha seats, and that party should at least win 4 Lok Sabha seats. But they don't have to prove that it is from one state or two state or three state. They can have it from any state, but the number should be 4 seats and the votes should be 6%. So this is the second condition. And the third condition, you will have to also learn it. Although you have to understand, but you will also have to memorize these important terms and conditions for any political party to be a national party. The party is recognized as a state level in 4 or more. If any party is recognized as state level, 4 or more, any party which is well recognized at the state level in more than 4 or more states, that political party will also be called as national party. These terms and conditions look simple, but it is really difficult to get these conditions right on track. Okay, so these are the 3 important categories for any political party to be called as a national party or come under the category of national party. And as I told you, there are 8 recognized national parties recently in India, and those are Indian National Congress, as you know, Congress, the oldest party of India, the Bharatiya Janata Party, the ruling party currently, the Bahujan Samaj Party, the Communist Party of India, the Communist Party of India, Marxist. These are the two which have been separated, we can say. Before they were the same party. Now they have been divided into 2 parts. One is the Communist Party of India and next is the Communist Party of India but Marxist. Okay, the Nationalist Congress Party, this is the Nationalist Congress Party, and the All India Trinamool Congress, as you know, from West Bengal, and the National, this is the latest and the new party, the National People's Party, NPP. This is from Meghalaya and this was formed in June 2019. So this is the latest and the most new political parties which have achieved the status of national party. So these are some of the 8 important parties. Let's discuss them one by one, although a short detail. So starting here one by one, as I told you, national parties. So we are discussing which are the 8 names I have shown you. Their symbol also I have shown you. Let's see the Indian National Congress. So what do we see under it? It is the oldest party of our country. You know it very well. From the national freedom struggle, we have seen this has Congress had taken the charge, and people had a lot of faith on this political party. So this is the oldest political party. This was formed in 1885. You can see here by A.O. Hume. Okay, Congress has split many times. If you see, Congress has split many times. Many parties has been splitted out and they have formed their new parties, but they were a parent party is Congress only. Okay, so most of the parties which exist at present. So if you see, most of the political parties which are at state level or national level, they owe their origin to Congress. If you will see their details, if you study their history, somewhere you will find that their origin is from Congress. Now moving forward to Bharatiya Janata Party, you know it very well. Ruling party at the center recently. Prime Minister is Narendra Modi. BJP's origin lies in the Bharatiya Jan Sangh. If you see the origin of BJP, from where this party has emerged, it has emerged from this Bharatiya Jana Sangh. This is the parental party, and this party was formed in 1951, just after our independence, we can say. And the founder was Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. So you will have to remember few of the important details of Bharatiya Janata Party as well. Now moving forward to Nationalist Congress Party. Okay, this we can say this has split from this Congress Party only. Okay, so date founded on 10th June 1999. If you see the date of this party, Nationalist Congress Party, that is NCP, we call it in short. So this was formed in 1999. Okay, 10 June, and its leader was Sharad Pawar. As we know, here there was some conflict amongst the Congress party where they were making the president and the leader of the Congress party, that was, they were saying that they should it should be Sonia Gandhi, but Sharad Pawar was against her presidentship of the party, as he said she belonged to from Italy. So there was some conflict. In that conflict, Sharad Pawar was expelled from that Indian National Congress for disputing the right of Italian born. He said that she was an Italian born leader. Her name is Sonia Gandhi, so she cannot lead the party. Because of that, he was expelled from the party and he had formed his own party, that is Nationalist Congress Party, and we call it NCP. Now next party you can see here, All India Trinamool Congress. This party is led by its founder and current chief minister. As you know, the chief minister of West Bengal, okay, Mamata Banerjee, she is only the founding member of this particular party, All India Trinamool Congress. Removed CPI when she became the chief minister and she formed her party. She removed CPI. CPI was having a long rule, long influence at West Bengal politics, but in 2011 she came into power, and she is still the chief minister from the last two tenures. Continuously, she for the two terms she has been the chief minister. Okay, so this is the history of this party. And the last you can see here, the Communist Party of India, and this is called CPIM, Marxist, emerged from the division with the communists. So it has emerged, it has divided. Previously it used to be a part of Communist Party of India, but from CPI, this CPIM has been divided after the war with China, that is around 1964. After that there were division amongst these. One group was supporter of USSR, that is Soviet system. Another was pro supporter of China. And after the war of with India China war 1962, there were conflict among them. Okay, so which was formed in 1925. So if you see the formation of Communist Party in India, it was way back in 1925, but breakaway. But this there was a break, that is they divided in 1964. So this was the party which had already been into existence and was the second most popular party after Congress during the independence national freedom struggle as well. But it was divided in 1964 after the war of India and China in 1962. Okay, so communist parties we have discussed all together, although those are two parties, but we have discussed them all together because they are interconnected. So we are taking it 6, although this is 7th, and we can call it 8th because those two party we have taken under point number 5. So Bahujan Samaj Party, you know it very well, BSP. Founder is Khushi Ram in 1984. It was founded in 1984 for SC, ST and other backward caste. So you can see it had all influence of SC, ST and other backward caste along with religious minorities from majority of population. They said that although these are SC, ST and other backward classes, although these regions are in minorities, but if we include all these SC, ST and other backward classes, they form the majority of the population. It means majority of the population was underprivileged. Okay, they were deprived of the basic needs and facilities, so it was important to upgrade them. So that is why this party came into existence, that is Bahujan Samaj Party. Bahujan Samaj Party. Okay, from majority of population. President leader is Mayawati, you know it. Their president, or we can say leader, is Mayawati. And the last is National People's Party, that is NPP. The party was formed by P.A. Sangma. Okay, you need to remember names and year. The influence of party is mostly concentrated in the state. Recently this has gone importance, and it has been as selected as the national party, but it is concentrated mostly in the states of Meghalaya currently. Slowly and gradually it will have its influence around the country, but party has attained the status of national party. It has got the status of attained the national party on 7th June 2019. So recently this party has gained the status of national party. Okay, so with this we come to the end of the 8 important national parties, we can say, of India. Now we will discuss about the state parties. Now let's see the state parties. Okay, a party has to live up to at least one of the following qualifications. Again same, and we had 3 conditions for any party to be elected or get the status of the national party. In the same way, there are again 3 conditions for any political party to be called as a state party. So what are those 3 qualifications? We will check to be acknowledged as a state party. So first condition for any party to be recognized as the important state party, a party has to win at least 3 seats or 3% of seats in the state legislative assembly. It means elections which are held at the state level. In that there is a condition, any party has to win at least 3 seats in the assembly or 3% of the seats. It means so you have to win 3%, 3 seats or 3% of the seats in the state legislative assembly. This is the first condition. And the second condition is, in a particular election, for any election at the state level, party has to bag at least 6% of the total votes. Any party has been contesting election, it has to at least get 6% of the total votes casted. Okay, also win one, and condition is along with 6% of total votes in favor of that party, one there should be one Lok Sabha and two assembly seats. One Lok Sabha, that is for the center. It means that state party should be having one seat at the central level and two assembly seats, okay, at the state level. This is the second condition. Let's see the third condition. The status of a state party can still be bestowed upon the entity even if it fails to win any seats in the Lok Sabha or the Assembly if it manages to win at least 8% of total votes cast in the entire state. So there is a condition, new condition here. You can see the status of a state party can still better. It means any state, any party can get a status of state party still, and the condition is if they get win any seat in Lok Sabha, whether they get any single seat in Lok Sabha or the assembly, if it manage, it means if they don't get any seats in the Lok Sabha or even at the state level, but the condition is if they manage to win at least 8% of the total votes, but during the election if they are able and successful to get at least 8% of the total vote cast in the entire state, in the state of the total, if this party gets the 8% of votes, this party will also be get the status of state party. So this is the condition of the state parties. Okay, now I will show you some of the important states, although there are so many state parties, okay, as I had already told you, but we'll see some of the important state parties. So after the national parties, these are some of the important state parties. These are not my favorites. Let's see some, like Aam Aadmi Party. You know it very well, very popular. It came after the struggle, we can say after Anna Hazare, you know it. And this state is Delhi and Punjab. So you will find this mostly this party in Delhi and Punjab. And like All India Anna Dravida Munita Khazagam, this is the state party of Tamil Nadu and Pondicherry. All India Forward Bloc, this is West Bengal. These are the short forms. These are the states, and this is the name of the state parties. All India Majlis-e Ittehad Muslimin, it's a party of Telangana. Assam Gana Parishad, AGP, Assam. Biju Janata Dal, Odisha. In this way, you will find more number of parties, and these are only the few out of them. Like Samajwadi Party, you know it, the names which are very common from Uttar Pradesh. If you look at Bihar and Jharkhand, recently you are looking about the elections in Bihar, so you will find there Rashtriya Janata Dal, RJD, Maharashtra, Navniraman Sena, Maharashtra, okay, Jharkhand Mukti Morcha from Jharkhand. These are some of the state parties. So you need to look at them properly. So I have just given you some important information regarding national and state party. In the next topic, I think we will start Congress system. I hope you have understood it. Thank you.